My name's Brigham Larson. I'm the founder and CEO of Momni. I grew up in Olympia, Washington, just south of Seattle. About halfway through school at BYU, I heard this quote that was very impactful to me and was the moment at which I changed my major from business to social work. It was when I heard the quote by Gordon Hinckley, who visited the BYU campus, and he said, "You are good, but it is not enough to be good. You must be good for something. The world must be a better place for your presence in it." And that was a mind-shifting moment.
So I've been a piano technician since '95, and little by little, I started collecting pianos in our garage. And when we got to a point where we had 23 pianos in our house, we decided, Karmel said, okay, it's time to get a commercial location.
The idea for Momni first came in March of 2017. I was driving to visit my parents in Arizona. I had recognized right before leaving that we were entering a pretty good place in our other businesses, in our piano store and our conservatory. As I was driving and pondering about this new phase of life we were about to enter, I said this prayer. And in this prayer I asked what we should do with our extra time and extra money. And as I finished saying that prayer, images of women's faces came to my mind, and this knowledge came to my mind that there were women who were suffering and in need of childcare.
So I think it was a couple days after she got back from Arizona. She said that she had a doozy for me.
We went out to Mimi's Cafe and sat down to a nice lunch date, and I said, something happened while I was on this trip to visit my parents, and I just shared with him from beginning to end.
I'm kind of used to that. She often has big ideas.
Should we put everything on the line and invest everything we have and do this crazy thing?
And there was no question in my mind that she has to do this.
I started doing research in developing nations and putting out phone calls to women in Uganda and Nairobi, Kenya, and women started sending me their stories and tell me about their desperate situations and how they didn't have care. And they would tell me their very personal stories of, yes, I've used opium to drug my child. I'm a single mom and I have to work and I don't have any childcare options. And I just sat at my desk and just cried. And it was like, these are the women. These are the women. And it was just this amazing moment. For many of the women that we're trying to get to more quickly in developing nations, it's more of a deep need. They just need basic childcare for daily work and to get basic needs met. Omni is Latin for all and everywhere, and when you add an M, you get Momni, and we're linking all moms everywhere, and it's just a perfect name. When you see a herd of elephants, it's typically the mamas, the aunties, the grandmas. They stick together and they help to raise each other's children. And whenever there is harm or danger or a birthing elephant or a dying elephant, they put that elephant in the center of the circle. And if lions or hyenas are approaching, they'll put their children and the teenagers in the center, and they will literally circle and protect each other. Our first Momni to join the platform who learned about it through social media was Draper. She's a friend of mine, and as we started sharing the vision and mission of Momni on social media, she instantly caught the vision.
I had the privilege to be the first Momni host, and that was an incredible experience. We're all moving things forward and really establishing the dream of what everything was going to look like. And it was really cool to be a part of that and to continue to be a part of that.
Lisa knows, and she tells us, she said, every hour that I'm providing care, doing care sharing here, I know another mother in a developing nation will receive an hour of care. Once a mom uses it once, they fall in love.
I've dropped my children off with many what we would call strangers, and I've never had a problem. I'll continue to do so because I know this is a community I can trust. I can't even think of a better gift to families globally than that, and that is what Momni provides.
The exciting thing about what's happening right now is we've had a nice surge of press, and as those are shared on social media, mothers are sharing en masse. I think they identify quickly with Momni and they're excited to share it, and the bulk of our growth is coming from organic sharing on social media. Care sharing is just where we get started. And once we have all of these moms linked together globally, there will be powerful additional ways that we can serve these mothers. 10 years from now, I see us really having linked together all moms everywhere, that will be in a significant amount of nations, that mothers will be circled up helping each other, and that Momni will be a force for good, and that we will really have made a significant impact in the global childcare crisis. I feel like this is a calling from God that I've been asked to do. When you ask a question to God and you get an answer, there is only one course of action. You must do that thing. The goal of Momni is not to earn a bunch of money. The goal of Momni is to help solve the global childcare crisis. And in order to do that, we've got to take Momni to a majority of the nations of the world. So that's what we're going to do.